for us. To help us understand the impact of this change, economist Chris Butler joins us this morning. So Chris, just talk about how big of an impact you think this is going to have.
I think it's going to have a pretty big negative impact. I mean, these people right now, 1.3 million people are going to lose their unemployment benefits, and that's about $300 a week.
Okay.
So we're taking $1,200 per person out of the economy. That's going to be about $1.5 billion of retail spending, from clothing to cars, etc. That just won't be there anymore. And I think that is going to have maybe not a huge negative impact, but an immediate negative impact.
So not everyone that gets unemployment benefits is losing it. Who are these 1.3 million?
It's a good question. This is really just called the Emergency Unemployment Compensation Program that started in 2008, and it is for the really long-term unemployed. Usually you get your state unemployment benefits for 26 weeks on average. This covers people up to another 43 weeks right now. So when their state benefit expires, they go on this federal program, and that's the program that got defunded.
Is that by design? The people that have been looking longer and hadn't found a job are losing them first?
Well, that's what the program was intended to help. It was intended to help the longer-term unemployed, people that could not find a job within the usual 26 weeks. But it's, I think, important to understand that right now, the average cycle of unemployment per person is about 37 weeks.
Okay.
States are really only covering about 26. You take away that federal protection, and you're going to have a whole lot of people, like you said, another million or so in the next 18 months is probably going to be facing the same situation.
Okay, do you see any chance of the money coming back?
It will, eventually. I do think that these unemployed folks will find work, those that want to, eventually, but it's not going to be immediate. It is going to be a struggle to get 1.3 million people placed productively in our workforce. I think it will happen, just not immediately.
And you brought a visual aid for us to kind of understand this, right?
I did. Yeah, what you're looking at here, the blue line is the unemployment rate. This is something that concerns me. The red line should be moving in the opposite direction. It's the employment to population ratio, and it's not. It's really not going anywhere. As unemployment is coming down, it should be going up. Both would indicate a healthy employment situation in this country. The reason that that red line is not going up like it usually does when the blue line's going down is because too many people are dropping out of the workforce. And so my fear is that we're going to see that unemployment rate to continue to come down,
right?
But I don't think it's going to be reflecting economic reality. I think there are going to be a lot of people that are just dropping out of giving up. They're discouraged. Maybe they go on disability. Maybe they retire early. Maybe they just live in the basement of their mom and dad's house. Whatever the case is, these people will no longer be looking for work, and that concerns me. The economy needs to pick up steam to absorb not only the 1.3 million coming off of the rolls, we also have to have an economy strong enough to absorb those disaffected, discouraged workers that red line represented.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Lindsay. Appreciate it.
Chris Butler, a complicated issue.
Yes.